Well, hello everybody. How's everyone doing tonight? I said I was going to do this in a couple weeks, but you know, as it turns out, last week I did the live stream with the Pepper Tree Villa guys on the Hallmark keep dream book, and I was like, I didn't get my keepsake ornament box, and when it comes in a few weeks, I'll do a live unboxing of it. However, that box came in the very next day. It's like it figures it would just be one day late. That's just my luck. But this is not a podcast episode, so I won't have a couple, another start or an end. When we end, we'll be done. So, but I'd like to thank everybody for hopping in here with me on this Wednesday. I appreciate it. Hey, Mikey, how's it going? It's good to see you here. Ken, it is good to see you here as well. And Jessica, thanks for being here as well. And for all those watching that are kind of shy about the chat, feel free to hop in. It'd be a fun time. So, well, without any further ado, I kind of got my desk cleaned off. I was going to try to do it over cam and stuff, but time got away from me, with the regular work and that kind of thing. And then it's like, I just really don't need something else to go wrong or to fiddle with. I was having enough problems with the computer last week, so I think I got all that stuff figured out, and hopefully the chat doesn't freeze up on me or any of that. But let's go ahead and get into the unboxing. I'm going to clear a few other things out of the way here. So we got a few more popping in here. Got Arnie and Doug there at the Pepper Tree Villa hopping in. I appreciate you guys coming and being a part. I have, for those that are wondering, I've seen pictures of what's the contents are. Hey Matthew, how you doing, man? I've seen pictures of the contents of the keepsake ornament box. But when I see them, I try to look away as much as possible. I made the thumbnail that had the picture, but it wasn't that great of a picture. So I could see a few things, but I did not just stare at it to, try to see what was, in there. I kind of wanted it to be a surprise, and I have not opened it other than taking out of the brown box it was shipped in. If you are not a member of the Keepsake Ornament Club. Now, this isn't a sponsor or anything. It's just a Christmas fan to another Christmas fan. If you're not a member of the Keepsake Ornament Club, and it's something you can do, it's like $50, per year. I feel it's well worth it. The box itself has enough stuff in it to be worth that, but then all the coupons and things you get, for Hallmark throughout the year, if you do, any kind of shopping there for cards and things, really end up making it pay for itself. And so, the link for that is down below. I think there might still be time to get this year's if you're interested. Hey, Dwayne, thank you, sir, for hopping in here. I hope everything's doing good down under. I hope you're doing well and enjoying, I guess, your last little bit of summer. So I need to, Dwayne, I'm going to message you this week. I have a plan. So I'm just going to put that out there, and I'll shoot you a message. I might do it as soon as I get off the live stream so I don't forget. So yeah, good to have Dwayne here as always. So, hey, Florence, it's good to have you here. Thank you for hopping in on this live unboxing. I really appreciate it. So it's really good to have everyone here. Let me grab the box. Probably be some mic noise. I apologize for that, but here we go. Now, Hallmark does make these great boxes. I know some people are big collectors, and I imagine people that have these will keep all the contents of their keepsake ornament box inside their keepsake ornament box. We do not. The contents go to the container that contains the other decorations for the room they're stored in. And then we take these boxes and use them for storage as well for other different things, because they're really nice. You know how you get a new phone or tablet and the boxes are like so nice you don't want to throw them away. I wouldn't say it's quite that good. It's not quite Samsung, Google, Apple good box, but it's close and it's a lot bigger. So, but yeah. And there'll be lots of little paper scraps in here, I'm fairly sure, and that's just because there always is. Ooh. Right off the bat, we have a 50th anniversary card right there on top, and already that's something new. I don't remember seeing that before. If anybody's in the chat, correct me on that, because a lot of times I'm wrong about that kind of thing. But yeah, let's see if it says anything important. Like, is it a golden ticket? No, nah, just a nice warm wishes for 50 years. 50 years of keepsake ornaments. And there we go. Finally, right there on top is a physical copy of the Dream Book. Finally, I have a physical copy in my hands, and there's a wish list in there. I already have my wish list turned in. I just had to write it down on a piece, or I typed it out on a spreadsheet and things. And I will look through this and then probably run this over to my parents' house for them to look at and things. But it's very nice. They always give a premium issue of the Dream Book in the Dream Box Keepsake Ornament Box. So, hey Ken, how you doing, man? Appreciate you hopping in here and joining us. I know you and your wife are big Christmas lovers as well, especially Mrs. Coach. She enjoys it as well. So thanks for hopping in here, man. And but yeah, I want to just sit here and thumb through these and look at them real life, because I can just tell by opening up, like, the mixer got a lot of play. That mixer looks so much better in this catalog than it did on the PDF on my screen. And daggum, I might have to update my wish list. Boy, this is gonna be bad. No, but a coupon. Save $5 on your purchase of $10 or more. So for those of you that like puzzles, Hallmark's a good place to buy puzzles. And then if you have a coupon, then you can get them just a little bit cheaper. Yeah. So hashtag dadgum. That's right. So, oh, now that is a pin, a 50th anniversary. See, my camera can get that just right. Lapel type of pin. It's not really a lapel pin, but just a collectible pin for the 50th anniversary of Hallmark. You know, just like, see, this probably will stay in the package. I'm not sure what to do with this one. It's very nice. I just might leave that in the package for now until I can figure out something to do with it. But it's kind of hard to, there we go. Got it towards the light so you can see the, but very nice, very nice. So far, I don't know which to start with. Yeah. This is interesting. I didn't even know this was in here, but it's playing cards. I don't know quite why they put playing cards in here. Maybe someone could tell me what the significance of the playing cards are. I see the significance of the playing cards. This is fantastic. This reminds me of a few years back. I took off work to decorate for Christmas. I came downstairs to get the Christmas decorations, and my wife was up taking a shower, and I noticed that water was coming from the bottom of our hot water heater. So that year, me and my wife Holly bought each other a new hot water heater for Christmas. That way, the kids didn't have to be interrupted with their Christmas. And that year, I'm a Captain America fan, and Holly bought a deck of cards that were all Captain America, and then wrote like a little sweet message or note on each card for me, and then she like hole punched them and bound them with a ring, I believe. And these deck of cards, pick one, any one, all have, it looks to be a different ornament on them. So that's the 50th snowman there. So I don't know if I should frame these or what, but they ain't getting shuffled or anything. But they're I'm not seeing any repeats. Like this has a 1990 on it. Let's see if my camera can lock in on it a little bit better. Kind of thing. So very cool. This is the Nutcracker we bought a couple years ago from them. Very nice. So, and I just dropped one in the floor. So here's a 1984 Victorian dollhouse on the 7 of clubs. So that is, yeah, I'm not seeing any repeats on these cards. They're all a king of clubs right here from, what does it say, 92 on there. And now here's one they should have done, 1973 elves. Satin ball ornament for 50th. They should have done satin ball. I saw someone in comments say something about Crayola. They should have done Crayola too as well. In fact, Crayola didn't ever launch anything for the holidays until Hallmark bought them out in the late 80s. So, the year I was born, 1977, satin Mickey Mouse. Yeah, I'm gonna have to sit down and go through each and every one of these. These are fantastic. Like I said, I dropped one here. I'll get it here in a second. But that is a genius idea to celebrate the past in a way that you can do it more and more. So the next thing we have is an ornament. It is a little beauty of birds. And see it right there. Let's see what this little miniature. Now, on your ornaments you get from Hallmark, do you prefer the tissue paper wrapped or like the plastic clamshell? I like the clamshell better because I think it's more protective. However, it is a lot of irritation goes into some of those sometimes. So, but it is, oh my goodness, it is a delicate, beautiful little bird with a holly. I'll try to hold it by its tail. A little holly berry right there off the side, or off its feet there. You can see that. But it's got some jewels here on the back. Very pretty little bird miniature. Hopefully everybody can see that well. Just a little bit. And Ken, there's a it's a Hallmark Keepsake Club. There's a link in the description to it. You just go to the Hallmark, and I think there's still time to get it for this year. It's a yearly club that they have where you get these exclusive ornaments. There's some other exclusives that they release through the year that only club members can buy. It's like $50. I think with tax and everything, it's probably, I should probably say $50 or $55 or something. But yeah, there's a link to it in the description that will take you there. It's not an affiliate link. It's not a sponsor or nothing. It's just a Christmas fan to a Christmas fan kind of thing. So yeah, that's where that is. So yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna put this one back real quick. That is a nice, sweet little ornament. And then this one's, and here's all those straw papers I was telling you about. Every year you get plenty of these. So they must be all those. And this one is Santa's Ornament Treasures. A treasure chest with ornaments in it. So yeah. Yeah. Yeah, those little ornaments are perfect for the tabletop trees. So, yeah. So, again, I appreciate that, man. But unfortunately, I was not able to get an affiliate link for it. But you never know. You never know what'll happen in the future. But we'll see. But I appreciate your support. Yeah. Ken and I go a few years back and things, and always enjoy watching his journey on YouTube and different things. And, all right, this thing's beefy. Sorry for all there was no tissue paper. Oh my goodness. Hopefully you guys will be able to see all this. The treasure chest, not even opened, is got like a wood carving look to it. I mean, hashtag gum is all I got to say about this thing. I mean, just not even opened up. It is just kind of plain on the bottom, but it's got the 50th on there. It's the 50th seal, and then it's got the wood grain. But just sitting there like this is fantastic. So, oh man, yeah, Ken, that's awesome. You get all this for it, plus two, they'll send you coupons throughout the year. So you know, if you're a Hallmark shopper, you will more than, this box is probably worth just the price. But with the coupons, you'll actually, you know, if you're a big Hallmark shopper, you'll actually you know, come out ahead on the deal. So it's pretty good. Yeah, Mikey, the detail is amazing. I don't even want to open it. It's so cool, just like this. But let's take a peek inside. There's some classic little ornaments laying in there. Hopefully they don't fall out. That's a noble nutcracker there in the middle. I'm not sure the name of that fairy one. I've seen it around. Then a Stein, and then probably like a Polar Express bell. And then the tray lifts out, and you have some. Let me get this turned around so the light can get in there. You have some other, kind of hard to see with the shadows. I have to turn on my overhead light, but you have some other ornaments in there. Some ones that you've seen before. Like I said, kind of shadowy and dark in here. I apologize for that. So, but very cool, very cool. And this thing's awesome. It is. This one is a very nice ornament. I will not let you guys have to listen to all that paper rustle around again. I will get it put back here in a second. But the Keepsake Ornament box is really fantastic. It looks like I have one more left. I'll feel around in here just to make sure there's no hidden goodies, and there is not. So I'll set this off to the side for now. Oh yeah, but yeah, just because I'm gonna have to make it out to the Hallmark store soon. I worked for nearly 1 year, but haven't been there in a while. Yeah, you need to go out. The Hallmark store used to be on my route, and then my route got adjusted. It wasn't, and then I switched routes, and I just found out recently that the lady that owns our local Hallmark store she now lives on my mail route, so I deliver to her house. So I'm gonna have to uh, make sure to stay in touch with everything Hallmark. Usually I'm not getting off work till after they're closed. But I need to tell you guys what this one is. This is a jolly old Saint Nick, and this is a big boy too. He is. I mean, it says it's an ornament, but maybe more of a figure or a statue. It is bigger and heavier than that treasure chest was. Apologize for all the crinkly crinks. Oh my goodness, he's got even more crinkly crinks. I guess this is for Halloween, so he could double as headless horseman decoration. Is my guess on that there. But oh my goodness, I'm sorry. I kind of have to be. I don't have to be delicate, but I'm not sure what's going on here. I don't want to tear anything up. My instinct is just to grab and pull. Well, as you can see on the back, he has the 50th anniversary logo. And then he's a Santa Claus holding a Santa Claus ornament. And he looks fantastic. I love the green vest with the gold buttons. I love the gold inlays on his coat. The brown gloves. He's got a great face for Santa Claus. Looks like that's one of those kind of almost a yarn ornament almost. So, yeah. Yeah. But yeah, this is a fantastic piece. Even I just now noticed that little bit of holly on his hat. But this guy has got to be, I'd say 6 inches tall. So he's not like weighed down heavy. He will put on a tree, but you'd want to make sure to get some support up under him so he wouldn't sag too much. But I believe if you guys want to see the camera, I'm gonna say if he freestands, which he stands perfectly. So if you didn't want to put him on your tree, he will perfectly stand on a shelf. Sorry, you can't see that, but he will. His feet are big enough. He will absolutely just stand on a shelf with no problems without getting knocked off or anything. But that is a wonderful ornament. That is very cool. Something written on the back of this. Oh, he comes off, so I guess you could put other miniatures on the Santa, but there was something written on the back of it. Here, I can't read it. It's probably just manufacturer info. My eyes are too old. I'd have to get out my phone and zoom in on it. So, but I guess if I wanted to, I could put that bird on here, then it would look like Santa was holding a bird. But yeah, there's a couple. They've knocked it out of the park. They really have. The cards I wasn't sure about, and that just blew me away. The treasure chest, the details on the outside and the inside is amazing, and so is the Santa. And very cool. A couple of things I wish they would have done for the 50th, and these are very minor complaints, is satin baubles, because that was a big thing, late 70s, early 80s. The satin baubles with the licensed characters on them, or even not the licensed characters, but Ben and Arnie last week showed us their Peanuts ones, and something to kind of pay homage to that would have been very cool, and something Crayola would have been very cool as well. Or maybe the first set of Hallmark ornaments ever, I believe, were all made of yarn, so even something to that effect would have been pretty neat too. But overall, I don't have any complaints because these pieces are so amazingly detailed. A friend of mine, CJ, who's been in the chat here and there, a few years back, is asked us, where's all the Home Alone Hallmark Christmas ornaments, and we still haven't got anything like that yet, and that's kind of surprising to me. I'm not sure what the licensing holdup is for that, but we haven't got anything. That would have been cool to kind of launch for their 50th, since that's about the only Christmas movie they haven't touched for whatever reason. I'm not sure what's going on with that, but overall, they knocked it out of the park. This year's ornament book is wonderful, top to bottom. If you haven't seen it, check out my live stream from last week, or check out Pepper Tree Villas from last week as well. They did two that week. They did their own, and then they came on with me to talk about it some more. But I really, the great thing about Hallmark ornaments is I love Hallmark ornaments, and it kind of itches two of my favorite things at the same time: Christmas and collecting things. So don't be surprised if we do a little bit more Hallmark ornament stuff on here. This is just me kind of talking out loud, which I do a lot of times, and then I feel like I flake. But I have been sending some emails out, and hopefully this year when I come back for our run to Christmas, hopefully I'll be able to lock down an interview with one of the artists that design the ornaments and create the ornaments, just to talk to them about that process and that journey of creating a new Hallmark ornament. There's a couple of them I'm really wanting to key on. Hopefully I can get one of them to jump on here. And I also had a thought about talking to the lady that owns our local Hallmark store about sitting down with her to talk about what it's like to actually own the store, and that, just to, kind of get that feel of, that, to be a part of really Christmas from April to, through Christmas, because they're already thinking about it. So, they have to clear out the wall space to hang the ornaments. I know that's a process, but they're taking the wish list now, and and that's the cool thing about the artists is, next year's ornaments are probably almost already locked into place on what they're going to be, and there's some that are starting to pencil, drawings for ornaments that are for 2025. That would be my guess. That reminds me of another thing I wish Hallmark would do. In some of these dream books, they'll show a photograph of some of the artists' pencil sketchings, like their first drafts of the ornaments. And I would love it if they made like prints of those to hang on the wall, because some of them are really cool. There was one of the Noble Nutcracker. It's like, if I could find like a 8x10 print of that to hang on the wall or to display somewhere, it was really cool. So that's something else I wish they would kind of do, is make some prints of those original sketches, or those original thoughts that go in there. It's kind of like some people like the blueprints on the wall or the city maps on the wall, be like the ornaments on kind of the same thing, but with the ornaments on there, man. So, hey man, thanks for hopping on here. It's a little late where you're at over there in Ireland, but I really appreciate you being here, my friend. It's good to see you so much. I appreciate it. So, Yeah, but yeah, it's just kind of a couple things. What's something that you wish Hallmark would do in their ornaments line that they haven't quite done yet? Is there anything that just sticking out in your mind or sticking out in uh, that you'd like to see them do? Um, those were a couple of things that I kind of wish they would do, but they're a big company and they have to manufacture all this stuff for um, a broad range of audience. And the thing is it's not a cheap process because I don't know how many ornaments are out this year. Probably well over 200. Probably 150 to 250, I would guess. That's all different molds. That's a to make a mold for something that's going to be mass produced is an expensive proposition for a company to take on, and you're doing that every year, um, because they rarely will repeat an ornament. If you get a repeat on a year, there's a reason why, and we're glad to see them when they happen. But for a company to take the expense to create a mold, that can um, produce a quantity of ornaments for everybody to buy, that is not a cheap process, and for them, like I said, to take that on every year is really wonderful. So I know they can't just do every little, you know, people that are all in the weeds on Christmas, all their wonderful, all their little things they would like to do because it's too much. It'd be too much, and there wouldn't be enough return on their investment. And Ken's with me on the Home Alone. Yeah, I wish I could claim that idea, but my friend CJ did, and I'm with you. I'm surprised they haven't got there yet. I have no idea why. I just don't know if it's licensing or what have you. Along that lines, you know, I think if they made some Die Hard ornaments, I would be down for that. I would like a Die Hard ornament of Hans Gruber, like hanging from the building. That way I can have him like hanging from a Christmas tree branch. I think that would be good. They 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 had a few. One I know for sure, and I don't know how many. And I have one, and it is George and Mary standing together, kind of like they're at the end of the movie, but without Zuzu in his arms, and then it plays the every time a bell rings phrase. But they do have one I know for sure. I'm not sure if they have any others. I wish I was more of an expert on that kind of thing. Um, but they do have the one, and it is one of my favorites. Make sure it gets put front and center on the tree every year. Well, not so much since we got a rotating Christmas tree. You don't have to worry about front and center. Just got to get it in the center. So, but it's like, yeah, they do have that one for sure, and there may be a couple more, and I just missed them. And if I did, I'll be very sad, and we'll have to try to find them on eBay or something. But yeah, it's a it's an interesting hobby. I know there's a lot of people that just you know go crazy on spending money. Don't get yourselves in a bind with that. So yeah, but yeah, Ken is saying George holding Zuzu would be awesome. Yes, it would be very awesome. So yeah, yeah, some more. Uh, it's a Wonderful Life would be cool. That would be very cool. There, was it Bradford Exchange or whatever it is? They had like a Bedford Falls Christmas Village several years back, and I didn't get it, but that would have been cool. So I know they have a few out there, but I would like see a collection of decorated houses from. Yes, they kind of started. Yeah, they do have a few. I know they have the Christmas Vacation, and I want to say they have um, a Christmas Story, but I'm not sure if that is accurate or not. I wish I knew. I just I gotta forget some stuff to learn some things, but I've been into Hallmark ornaments for for a long time, but I haven't been in so deep in the weeds that I gotten kind of memorized everything that they've had and haven't had, uh, because unfortunately there's not that I know of a lot of people out there that kind of talk about them podcasts and YouTubes and stuff. So, I mean, I'm sure there are. I just haven't come across them yet. And if I do, I'll let you guys know because that would be a lot of fun. Um, Guys, thanks for joining me here on this live stream. I appreciate it. This wasn't a podcast episode. I just wanted to unbox this Keepsake Ornament Club uh, collection for you. And so you guys can see what it is. And if you wanted it, you could jump in there and grab it too. As soon as the 2024 box is available for purchase, which will not be too terribly far from now, I'll let you guys know on the social medias, because I think the quicker you can get in there and get it, the quicker you'll get it before everybody else. The only other thing I want to say is I haven't, if you didn't catch it last week, I got a new podcast that I've been working on, and Ken Smith, this guy here from the North Pole News Dispatch and Faces to Places, me and him get together and talk once a week. The podcast is called On the Porch, and basically we talk about everything under the sun, from food to music to what it's like living in the South and all the things that we know. We're 4 episodes deep. 5th one is on its way soon, but check that out wherever you listen to your podcasts at. It's called On the Porch, and it's On the Porch Pod on Instagram and Facebook, if that's something you're interested in. It's not Christmas related. We have touched it on Christmas here and there, but it's just something else for us to, well, actually it's just an excuse for me to get together and talk with Ken every week. And I really enjoy it so much. And yeah, I bet, yeah, we need to get Hallmark overseas for sure. And thanks, Mikey. Mikey started listening to it and loved listening to the drive to and from work. Yeah, man, I really appreciate it. We're trying to keep the episodes about an hour. That way it's not too long. There have been a couple times already we went a little long, but that's okay. And we're just having a lot of fun. It's not scripted, no agendas or nothing. It's just 2 guys talking, and we'll see what happens. We try to keep it low key and have a lot of fun. But guys, thank you so much. If you haven't heard, this will be the last episode for a while. For Christmas, isn't really technically an episode of Christmas Clatter, but last Christmas Clatter will be doing anything for a while because of other things I have going on. Not just necessarily the podcast, but with work and other hobbies and things I have. I felt it best to avoid the, I hate to say the word burnout, but the fatigue of trying to find something on Christmas to do when there's nothing going on. I do not mind coming in April to talk about the ornaments. So Christmas Clatter will return this year, Christmas in July. And then I will be with you every other week until October-ish. And then we'll be every week through Christmas. And so that's going to be the new schedule. Then once Christmas is gone for 2023, I'll take a little break. I'll come back for April for all the Hallmark ornament news that you can handle. At least have 1 episode, if not 2. And then take another brief break until Christmas in July. And then do the every other week. And then weekly in October-ish through Christmas. That'll be the new Christmas Clatter schedule. And we'll be back. And so just a couple short months to go. If you miss me real bad, you can catch me on the porch with Ken, or you can message me on the social medias, Christmas Clatter, just where I'm at. Not on Twitter. Account's still on Twitter. I just haven't gone on to Twitter. No real reason. Just had to cut back on some of the social medias just because it's just work to keep up with all the comments all over the place. And I'll probably get, just real stuff you don't really care about, but Like I post a lot of my stuff in some of the groups, Christmas groups that I really love on Facebook. I'm probably going to stop that just because there's some comments that, some of the comments pop up in this group, some in that group. And then I want to make sure I can at least get to everybody's comment for, a reply or a reaction. But sometimes it kind of gets lost onto where it's at. So I might just be doing it on the page, just trying to simplify life a little bit. You guys know how that is. So, but guys, until I see you again for Christmas in July, remember to keep Christmas hope alive every day.